Sean Sewell with Engearment.com in our wonderful, beautiful mountains of Colorado. Just got done doing some camping and hiking. Sun is just popping up over the mountains right there, as you can see. So some beautiful lighting. It's perfect to show you the upcoming Mafate 5 from Hoka. This guy comes out August 1st, I believe. Right now is currently beginning of July, and I've had these for a couple weeks. Been putting them through the paces, as you can tell right here. Got a little dirt on the tread. And at first I wasn't too sure what to make of these because they are super plush, which is a big difference from the previous Mafate 4. There's a lot of other differences too I'm gonna call out here, but overall I am super impressed with this, and I'll show you and tell you all about it in this review. Let's get into it. First, we'll start with sizing. I'm a men's 11.5 across most brands. In Hoka, that tends to be true. Sometimes a little bit smaller, sometimes a little bit bigger. This one I feel like is a nudge smaller, like 11.25 instead of 11.5 for what it's worth. Toe box is just kind of medium. I have a medium foot. I do feel when I'm coming downhill a little bit of toe right here, but nothing major. You do also get a nice toe cap right there, you can see, which is really cool. The materials, it's this kind of like plasticized, unique material. You can kind of probably see through it if I get my head out of the way. You can probably see through the material just a little bit. It's not your typical synthetic material. It's more of like a really thin but durable material, and it's lasted with we have tons of rocks and debris, and it's just past mud season here, and so it's been really good for that. And as you can tell, there's dirt and mud all over the tread. And the tread, while we're here, Vibram Mega Grip with extra lug depth technology. They're 5mm, but they feel a lot chunkier than 5. And then you get a little cutouts here to save a little bit of weight. I would consider these lightweight shoes, some might not. I think they're about 12 ounces for the size 11.5, which in my book is pretty lightweight. And this is where it's going to be dividing. It's an 8mm stack now. Before it was a 4, and it was a responsive fit. And I've grown used to responsive fit from Hoka and other brands, and I like that because I like to feel the ground. But sometimes it's nice to just walk on gooey, plush comfort, which this is. When I first put them on, I'm like, no way, I'm gonna roll an ankle. These are way too gooey. Then I went for a walk with my dog, and every step was like a joy. It just kind of propelled me forward, and I felt good laterally. I don't know what's going on. I think there's some kind of plate in here maybe that keeps it stable. I would not call these stability shoes. They're neutral for sure, but not compensating in any direction. But they went from responsive all the way to the opposite side with twice as much cushion. And there's 2 kinds of foam in here, and you feel that foam for sure. 8mm drop. I actually loved it. The hiking we're doing around here, I'll show you a picture and video here in a second, is nothing crazy. Again, and I'm not a runner, so I'm not coming at a running perspective. I'm just a 220-pound person who likes comfortable shoes with a lot of grip, so I can go on hikes with my dog, with my nieces, with my friends, just by myself sometimes. And also I use them as a casual walking shoe. I put these on and go walk the dog for a half hour, 45 minutes. They feel great. If I know I'm going somewhere outside with a little bit of weird terrain or mixed terrain, I pop these on. We have some cool trails around our house, nothing as good as up here. And I gotta put my shoe back on before too long. The tongue has no padding. It is a thin, kind of hard tongue, but pliable tongue. I've noticed that the last couple of years a lot of brands are doing that, maybe to save weight or add durability, but it's the same kind of material as the outer part right here. What else can I tell you? You do get a loop to help hold on. I am lazy, and I will tie my shoes usually once, unless they come untied, and slip my foot into the shoe. I can do that with these, and I think I'm gonna do that now because I'm getting a lot of rocks under my feet. There we go. All right, let me show you around the neighborhood where we are. So that was camp last night. My dog is finishing up her breakfast. The sun is popping up right over the mountains right there. That is where I go splitboarding and take all my friends backcountry skiing. That's called Sean's Run. Don't come up here without your avalanche level 1 and 2 certification. The trail for today is beautiful. Look at this. Down there's a creek. The bugs aren't too bad yet. And it goes up to the cirque way, way back there. Not way for a lot of people, just like 4 miles. But yeah, that's where we're gonna go hike this morning. And then gonna head up the pass up there later today. But yeah, that's where we're walking around today. I just want to show you where we're using the shoes. Don't want to tell you the exact location because I don't want to spoil it for everybody. But the Hoka Mafate 5. Final thoughts. If you're a fan of the Mafate 4, and you want that response, and you want that 4mm drop, you might be polarized with the Mafate 5. There's other shoes from Hoka, other shoes from other companies that would meet your responsive demands with that, I wouldn't even call it lower drop, but just 4mm drop. I go between barefoot, I go between trail running sandals, I go between minimalist wide splaying toe boxes, which I really like for my feet, but I do like Hokas and other cushy shoes to rotate in the mix. It just feels good. I'm on my feet for 12 to 14 hours a day, 4 or 5 days a week. So I'm trying to do anything I can to help my feet feel comfortable. And I think a variety of shoes, just like a variety of training programs, you know, cardiovascular as well as strength training, outdoors, sometimes indoors, it all adds up. It can be beneficial. And my favorite Hokas I've tested in 2025, and we're July 9th. We're more than halfway into the year. So saying they're my favorite Hokas, that's a pretty bold statement. You can you can search our YouTube channel, our Engearment YouTube channel, and see how many Hokas we've reviewed. Not just for myself, but from Devin Dowd, who's an actual runner, Clay Farnsley, another actual runner, Drew, who's another great runner, Andrew Piotrowski on the East Coast, another great runner. I mean, I think 12 of us so far, the 50 people on our team, have tested Hokas. I just happen to have tested the most because I'm the director and the owner of Engearment. So they usually go through me, and these are my favorite. I'll stop rambling. The Mafate 5 is a very comfortable, super plush, almost too plush shoe that I think will suit a lot of people who want that extra comfort and they want that grip. Did you see that grip? I'll just have to show one more time. The grip is awesome. It's a great grip. Check that out. Collecting all the dirt and the mud. Speaking of, I'm gonna get on the trail. Let you get back to your day. There it is. I think it's like $175, $185. I don't know about a Gore-Tex version yet. I have not seen that. Hoka sent these over for me to go use and abuse, and they have no input at all on this video. All the 2,500 videos on our Engearment channel have no input. People send us gear, or we go buy the gear, and we do the video, and we give our honest opinions. That's how it works here. Not sponsored, not paid. Hoka has no idea what I'm going to say, but they said just don't go live until August 1st, I believe. So here we are, August 1st. If you're watching this, hopefully this is helpful. If it was, thumbs up, be appreciated. We have so much more outdoor gear coming. I think we'll have at least 2 videos per day for the next 3 or 4 months. And we have meetings with every outdoor company you can think of that you would see at REI or carried at your local outdoor outfitter coming up next week. So we'll probably have 80 meetings we're going to have with other companies. If you want to see that, consider subscribing to our Engearment YouTube channel. Link right there. I'm Sean Sewell, the owner and director of Stoke for Engearment. Until next time, take care.